In this game, we'll see the Sioux Falls Skyforce going up against the San Diego Clippers. Here's Scott. Guarded by White. Green outside. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. Rebounded by Capella. Sioux Falls with the ball. Pass to Williams. For three. Out of bounds, it'll be Clippers' ball. And the Clippers making a change here. Here's Scott, guarded by Williams. They set the screen to the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Capella with the screen. White outside. From past the arc. That shot off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
What an excellent assist. Led him to the perfect spot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. But when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I'm not afraid to say that I think maybe they got that one wrong.
That could go either way.
Brown outside. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Capella. Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's White. And once again, off the mark by Sioux Falls.
3 misses to start this one. And they're still looking for their first basket.
And he stuffs it in. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, well, he's an undersized center, but he more than compensates for it with some serious leaping ability.
Count that bucket.
Superb assist. He played the role of maestro on that one.
Green outside. Guarded by White. Right wing. Here's Scott. No good with the wing jumper.
He had all the space he needed. Just couldn't find the bottom of the bucket.
Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball.
His ability is matched only by his energy, guys. He's usually in the middle of everything for them.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the left wing. Guarded by White. Buries it down low.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Left side, Williams. Pass to Capella. Skyforce with the rebound. Down low. The 10-footer. That's tipped. Brown outside. Green right side. Kept alive. The second chance effort. Nice defense from White.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance there.
To the inside. It's slammed in by White.
Slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
Yeah, he spent a while up there on the rim.
Yeah, and Tim, as you know, the refs will give you a lot more leeway on that than they used to. I mean, we got hit hard with those consequences back in the day.
And it's San Diego calling time. Skyforce making a switch here.
Subbing into the game. Coming onto the floor for the Skyforce.
Pass to Russell. Green. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Capella. Sioux Falls trailing here. Here's Simpson. Out to the left wing. Five to shoot. Inside. Capella. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And it's Sioux Falls with the rebound. Here's Simpson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Capella. To the paint. The bank shot, no good.
For once a routine shot, he looked a little nervous on the release.
Inside. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Williams.
Well, the shot was there for him. He had to take it. And I don't care if he didn't convert. He should take that shot every single time.
That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. San Diego ahead, leading by a point. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far.
And guys, what's your take on San Diego so far?
A lot of shots in close from them early. Good sign.
It's a lot easier to get buckets inside, and they've done that through one.
Misses off the right iron.
San Diego leading.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Russell. From the arc. Skyforce with the rebound. Here's Simpson. From deep. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game. Over to the wing. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Nope, not that time. 0 for 2 from the field. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls.
Number 35. 2 shots.
tied up with that one. And that one drops, so they lead by 1. And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter of action. Brown outside. Pass to Scott. Just 5 to shoot. Brown. And the ball out of play. The Skyforce will have it. The Skyforce making a switch here. Sioux Falls with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to White from downtown.
Offensive rebound.
And there's the pick. Shot clock at 6.
Here's Simpson.
Tries a 3. A rebound by Brown. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Scott. Pass to Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Scott. Back to Brown. Beats the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Brown covering. This one for 3. The Skyforce again can't hit.
San Diego trailing.
Pass to Scott. Three-pointer. And it's Sioux Falls with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he didn't bury that one. Not a defender near him.
A kick out to White.
And White with a stop. Buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in their shooting.
Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 buckets to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this one.
Man, I certainly hope so.
Timeout called, San Diego.
Onto the floor for the Skyforce.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Pass to Scott, trying to get back on track. White grabs the miss. Sioux Falls leading. Banked in off the glass.
Great communication between teammates there.
Here is Brown. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. And Sioux Falls has possession. White with the ball. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
They're doing a nice job of stringing together solid possession, building that lead up.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. Consistency. They'll stay in control of this game if they stick with the game plan and don't waste possession.
Absolutely.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Scott. And no good trying to use the glass. And here are the Skyforce. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Williams. Shoots from the baseline. Scott grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining.
Brown left side.
2 minutes. Defensive foul. Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your home team, number 54. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls.
For your performance.
And Sioux Falls has possession. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Capella with the screen. Inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
He ran his man right into the screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Brown outside. To the inside. And stolen by Capella. Pass to Williams. It's good. He assists that time from White.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
They set a pick. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much size inside and expect to get a hand on it.
Pass to Capella. Back to White. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. White, no good.
He hasn't been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And the shot goes down.
And he's gotten into a great rhythm in this quarter. Really looks good.
Pass to Capella. Now White. Shoots the three. No, it does not. And he's 3 for 9 now and looking frustrated. Here's Scott, guarded by Williams. Here's Scott. And here's Green. No good on the last second attempt there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Skyforce up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. Start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. And so here is Sioux Falls. Pass to White. Williams from long range.
It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Here's Scott. Covered by Capella. And the layup is good.
Well done to finish that one off.
Sioux Falls in the lead. Pass to White. Six to shoot. Now Williams. Off target with the 3.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, and they have the lead. He might help by being a little more selective tonight.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off the very nice feed.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And it's San Diego calling time. San Diego trailing.
Brown outside. Pass to Green. Now here is Brown. Here's Scott. Brown outside. Guarded by White. No good there. And here's Williams. Capella, that's good.
Fantastic pass. He made that very easy bucket with that setup.
Brown outside. And Brown slamming it in.
And if that doesn't get him fired up, nothing will.
Just what the doctor ordered. Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
I think the prescription is done.
And that prescription could give them the injection of energy they've been looking for.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Brown on the wing. Green outside. Scott. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Williams. And that'll be Sioux Falls ball as it goes out of bounds. Skyforce able to keep the ball here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Now here's Capella. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, defensively, you know, they're just looking for answers. Ever since halftime, they've seemed kind of disjointed, out of sync. They've got to get back on the same page.
Pass to Scott. Shoots over Williams. Scott misses.
He can't get anything to drop, and the way he's going is probably not something to try to shoot his way out of.
I'm sure his teammates would agree with that, Tim. Last thing they want to see him doing is shooting it.
I think he had some coaches that felt the same way.
White outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Scott. Brown. Here's Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound.
Defensive foul. Number 7. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your home team, number 52. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on both. Sioux Falls leading. White outside. Capella with the screen. Now here is White. 6 points for him. The 3. Left side, Williams. Back to Capella. Outside, Williams. Capella with the screen. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots a 3. A kick out to White. Takes the 3. The rebound by Green.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time, but he got lucky. Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Pass to Simpson. From outside the arc. That shot off. Now San Diego with it. Guarded by White. Uncovered. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Time called here. The Skyforce decide to talk it over.
He thought his players were looking a little tired out there and called the timeout to give them a chance to catch their breath.
Both teams changing it up here.
Setting into the game. Coming onto the floor for the Skyforce.
To the right side. Brown outside. Pass to Williams. Russell with the steal. And he jams it in after taking a nice lead on the run.
They needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been terrific, too, during this crucial stretch.
Absolutely, Brian. You need both sides of the ball to get back in this game. Got contact on that 3 attempt, and he'll make his way to the line.
And as a defender, you have to be careful out there by the three-point line. You have to avoid fouls like that.
It's just bad fouls for their offense.
For 3.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he can't make it 3 for 3.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the interior. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort in both teams on the glass.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for your home team, number 9, for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. The Skyforce on offense. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Simpson. Expanding his range. Drains the three-pointer.
He threaded the bounce pass in there very well.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Outside Russell. Let's go with a 3. San Diego with another miss. Pass to Simpson. The three. And no good trying to get that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Skyforce out in front. They're up by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, he might not be a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out the assist when he needs to.
That's right, Tim. That's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it, and do it well.
Yeah, well said, Brian, and you kind of like to see him do that a little bit more.
Okay, fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one with both sides coming to play so far.
Well, if the shot's not there for you, you've got to be the guy to recognize that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset was there, but that was not a good shot. I don't care how you look at it.
Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. From beyond the arc, hits the three-point bomb.
And it's San Diego calling time.
He has to be frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame him. They're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
And it's at the point where this slump is going to take a mental toll on them. It's a good timeout to try to keep them from getting too discouraged.
And they've gotten the looks, they've gotten open, but they just can't get them to fall.
San Diego trailing.
Out to the wing. To the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Man, he's sure to get off the board.
One of the best in the business.
And that is his business.
Oh, yeah, it is. And business is open today. It's just an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look easy.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
The fadeaway allowed him to get the ball over the defender, but he didn't get any touch on the shot.
Fades. That misses off the backboard. Clock at 6. To the left side wing. No good from outside. Now Russell. Here's the pick. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They're having their way down low right now.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls. Both teams will make substitutions.
For your performers, stepping into the game, coming onto the floor for the Skyforce.
Here's Simpson.
to Capella. Six to shoot. Here's Simpson. And once again, off the mark by Sioux Falls.
His touch has deserted him this quarter, guys, and I don't know if it's ever coming back.
And the ball out of play. The Skyforce will have it. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Coming onto the floor for the Skyforce.
Sioux Falls in the lead. Brown covering. Back to Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Guarded by White. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Scott. There's the triple. And no good.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort.
boards. Doesn't go for him.
Now San Diego with it.
They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And it's another miss by San Diego. Pass to Williams. And here's Capella.
14 feet out. The shot that time not on target.
Yeah, we don't really see that too often. Plenty of space, and he whiffs on the open jumper.
Here's Scott, guarded by Williams. Now Brown. Guarded by White. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over. And Sioux Falls has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And he drops in the layup off glass.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Timeout called, San Diego.
Here's Scott. Wide open look, and he nails that one right through the net.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And here's Williams. Clock at 4. Shoots.
It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Pass to Scott. Brown on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
Throwing up ill-advised threes isn't how to close this gap. Got to get a better shot than that.
Williams with it.
And Green picks him up defensively. It's White on the wing. Back to Williams.
The 3 is up. Pass to White for 3.
Out of bounds there. The Clippers will take it.
Scott. Green outside. And a miss there on the triple. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Take a break.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Hey, you got one more. One more. Who got ball?
minutes away. It'll be the Maine Celtics going up against the Birmingham Squadron. You look at the Celtics, and so guys, what do you think about the Celtics?
Now here's Griffin. To the paint. Hayes, that's good.
They're working it nicely right there.
Here's Maine.
Out to the right wing. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Griffin. Pollard. Pass to James. And here's Hayes. Shoots overnight. Hayes, that's good.
They read the defense really well on that trip.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Down low. Stolen by Griffin. To the left wing. From outside the arc. Hayes, that's good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by. And they call an illegal screen here.
You have to make sure your feet are set. But when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I'm not afraid to say that I think maybe they got that one wrong.
It could go either way.
Now here's Hayes. 7 points in the game. From deep, LeBron.
They get it back.
It's in. Has picked up his second foul.
That's his game, guys. Battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chances.
And crashing in hard. Man, oh man. He put an exclamation point on that dunk.
And that's the guy you want to box out.
Yeah, and that's the only way he knows how to do it, Blake. Hard. And soft just isn't in his vocabulary, even though I know it's in yours, Tim.
Whoa.
And it's the Celtics with the ball.
Searching for their first points of the game. Basket good.
Nice pass. He got that ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket.
Now here's Hayes. Outside James. Pass to Hayes. That's good, and it's LeBron with the assist.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Sharp. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Knight with the steal. Inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Number 38, shooting one.
The Squadron with the lead.
Pass to Hayes. Back to James. Maine grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D that's needed when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
To the inside. And he caught the pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
Hayes with the ball. He's against Knight. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Now the Celtics with it.
Trailing by 5. from the wing. Pollard grabs the miss. And here's James. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. Here's Hayes. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
They started strong. Shots are just falling.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up. Nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And they definitely need to get going. They wouldn't mind shaving a few more points off the lead right away.
Yeah, it starts with defense here.
Yeah, if the defense keeps giving up soft buckets like that, it won't be a lead for long. Trust me, guys.
Just 5 to shoot. For 3, James.
Hauled in by the Celtics. And that's out of bounds. Maine will retain possession. The Celtics making a switch here.
In for the Celtics.
Pass tonight. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by James. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
Yeah, but I'd go along with it. It didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Yeah, me too, Brian.
The Celtics trailing. Outside Poole.
Rogers, defended by Sharp. Clock at 6. Poole, that's good.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
Now James, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Got a piece of it. Hayes. There's a screen. Goes up at the elbow. He squares up and sinks it.
When you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, I mean, they are a tough team to beat.
Pass to Sanders. Rogers, defended by Sharp.
Left side Poole.
Shoots it up.
And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Now here's James. Pass to West. Now here's James. He's covered by Poole. Here's Hayes. Off target from outside. Here's Poole. The 3. The shot, no good. From deep three-point range. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
The Squadron on top.
Up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter.
And from what we've seen from the Squadron, what's your take so far?
Strong effort by them defensively. Good pressure being placed on the offense and the ball.
Absolutely. They've been the more intense team, and their defense has been swarming early on like a beehive.
He was freed up by the nice screen he ran his man into.
And then it was all acceleration to the bucket after.
A lot of horsepower.
Some serious voltage right there, guys. Almost a backboard breaker.
Now here's Butler. Puts up a 3. Good. First shot and first basket.
They sagged off him, and no hesitation on his part to rise up and bury the 3. Solid on the one-hand slam.
And when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
2 easy points.
Yeah, he's an extremely reliable finisher.
There's a screen. side. Here's West. Counts the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
He ran his man right into the screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Outside Poole. Birmingham with the rebound.
They've led by as much as 10. To the wing, right side. Pass to Butler.
West.
Butler.
He's covered by Poole.
And it's West missing. And they're right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical moment in this game.
Outside Poole.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Birmingham calls timeout.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution for Birmingham. In for the Celtics.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Sharp. Griffin. Fires for 3. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
Maine trailing.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Sharp. Now here's Pollard. Defense is right there, and that one good.
And he's a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what he brings to the table.
Griffin defending. Shot clock at 5.
Birmingham with the rebound.
They've led by as much as 10. The 3 is up.
The offensive rebound.
Pollard, good. A huge hole in defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Now the Celtics with it.
It's a 5-point game. Trying his luck deep. The rebound by LeBron.
It's the squadron now.
Pass to Griffin. Back to Sharp. And here's Griffin. Outside James. There's the 3. The shot that time not on target.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
He's covered by Poole. Outside Pollard.
Launches a three. James can't hit.
He's missed every single shot that he's attempted today. But somehow, they're still winning.
Now here's Poole. 6 points for him. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Outside Griffin. To the middle. Kicks it out to Pollard. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And the Celtics making a change here.
Substitution for a man.
And it's the Celtics with the ball.
Trailing by 5.
And the Celtics call time here.
Knight with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Now here's Hayes. 13 points in this game. Pass to James. Hayes. Overnight. It's off that time, but shooting well tonight. He's 6 of 8. Stolen by Griffin. James on the wing. Griffin. Pass to Pollard. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a hot start.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Squadron ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll be back right after this. The second half just about to get going here. You look at Hayes in this game, and he's been everywhere.
Well, he created a lot of good shots for himself in the first couple of quarters, and he knew when to pass up on the tough ones.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. That's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Maine trailing. Guarded by Pollard.
Pass tonight from deep.
Birmingham with the rebound.
They've led by as much as 10.
Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the results.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Second chance buckets, they're always the result of hard work.
For three.
It's hauled in by Sharp. And it's the squadron ball.
They've got a 9-point lead. And he gets the bucket.
It's been an excellent performance from the field for him.
The three ball.
The Celtics with another miss.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And count it. The shot is good, and it'll go to the line.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks and hit 3 of 4 of them.
Time called here. The squadron decided to talk it over.
And the free throw, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First team foul. At the line for Maine, number 7, shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside James. Six to shoot. And James slams it in.
Very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach when it came to defending that one.
And usually, defensively, the cautious approach is not going to work.
And now is not the time for caution. They've got to start taking some chances, do what they can to shut that lead down, right? A sluggish start to begin this second half. They're still scoreless.
From about 16, the shot by Hayes, no good.
Well, he rushed that one. If he was out of position, but he couldn't make it pay.
Pass tonight. And he lobs it up towards the rim. Here's Hayes. He's got 15. Pollard, good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes the traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
Pass to Hayes. Outside James. Now here's Hayes. This one for three. That one doesn't drop. Down low. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Oh, and that one, no question, he powered it down.
Another good trip for him. He's going to take it on himself to get them back in this game.
And it's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Yeah, definitely saved the layup with that foul. He's going to have to earn them at the line.
2 shots.
And that one misses.
And the Celtics making a change here.
Good on the second free throw.
And it's the Celtics with the ball.
A 12-point game.
Guarded by Pollard. Outside Poole.
2 points. That one goes in.
Number 8.
Here's Hayes. 15 points in the game. Shoots from 12. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
A bit of a struggle for him this quarter scoring the ball.
Back tonight. Poole. Griffin defending.
Outside Poole.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
The Celtics trailing.
Griffin defending. Pass to Poole. And there's the 3-second violation.
He's not doing them any favors making those types of errors.
Especially now with every possession being a critical one for them at this point.
This is the worst time for it to happen.
Here's Birmingham now.
Now here's Hayes. He's got 15. And there's a pick.
Pass to Pollard.
Hayes, that's good.
When they've gotten to him, he's come through. Keep getting him touches.
Now here's Knight, defended by Hayes. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Pass to Pollard. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here's Sanders. They set a pick. Back to Poole.
Birmingham with the rebound.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Squadron ahead.
Up by 12. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this was an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. It put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he served him up some tasty room service right there, guys. Sweet dime.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Outside James. Wide open look. Can't hit that one.
Ill-advised shot selection right there.
I'll say, that was lower than low percentage.
No chance.
There's the triple. That shot off.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to West.
Outside James. Three-pointer.
And it's Poole with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Right side, James. To the paint. It's intercepted. Fast break for Maine. He buries it. Has picked up his first foul of the game.
He's a very strong finisher on the fast break.
And always in control, even at full speed like that.
So impressive.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
And it's the squadron ball.
10-point lead. And that one's good. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Way to finish and cut to that lead a little bit.
We may have to pause the game. The basket's still shaking.
Yeah, he got as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
They double team LeBron. It's good from long range.
He knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with the double team.
Outside Poole.
Taken away. They swipe it.
And so it looks like the Celtics are able to retain possession here. The squadron making a switch here. Here's Maine.
Trailing by 13. On the wing, Poole. Over James.
Poole, no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
Here's Butler. And he banks in the layup.
Good, aggressive drive from him that time. Find a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Timeout call, the Celtics.
It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Celtics.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And Pollard picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Guarded by Pollard. Pass to Knight. They set the screen from downtown. A rebound by LeBron. Sharp outside. Throws it up high and slammed in by Sharp.
The pass there floated up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on that one. He powered it through.
Watch out.
That's an alley-oop we'll be seeing on the highlights for a few days. You know what? Scratch that. A few weeks. You know what? Scratch that. A few months.
They'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Well, the deficit will go away quickly if he does.
Easiest play, just dunk it.
Yeah, just dunk it. Rise above the rim, young fella. And I like the way he capped that drive off, though, with one-handed punch.
Clock at 4. Launches it. Shot by Hayes, no good.
He's not exactly killing them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half, still none in the second.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Third team foul. At the line for Maine, number 7.
Shoot 2.
That free throw missing. That one is no good.
He's gone cold, and I'm not sure if he's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
Outside James. Releases. It's rebounded by Knight.
Maybe he was trying to show off there. Jeez.
And instead, it has the opposite effect.
Their rebounding has been a big key to their success in this game.
It really has been a completely one-sided battle on the boards.
Back to James. And he makes good on the layup.
And here are the Celtics now.
17-point game. Pass to Knight.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the middle. It's stolen by Hayes. And here they come. Now here's Knight. He's covered by James. Over to the wing. Here's the 3. The rebound by LeBron.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Down low. Here's Hayes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Spins.
And another miss by Maine.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Sharp.
Sharp is doubled.
Count that bucket.
This is a serious team-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off. They're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. And here's Hayes.
The squadron taking the W here.
And that's a wrap on this presentation of the G League. Thanks for joining, and take it easy.